YouTube, hello, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 18. We're in it to win it.
He'd be selling tickets.
Alright. Wait, did I did grab all that stuff. Hello. Welcome to the end, part 1. Yeah, literally. Don't put that on me. Now wait a minute. It's kind of funny though. In older lands, it was said, tend to the mad as they would be tended. For the mad do not know their madness. Cure the mad as they would be cured, for the mad may yet be saved. Now it is written in blood, suffer not the mad. Shut your ears to their speech, shut your doors to their rest, cast them out. The taste of the blood is... madness brings the chaos without to the living within. Okay, so some mad... Wait, that kind of does put another, like... another kind of like, oh, I think the Dream Scourge was a thing in the past, but oh, who knows. I, Elder Monk Karatana, am honored to be among those brave few that first landed on the shores of the living lands with our beloved founder. As he forged a path, we followed. He was not satisfied with the island's sunny coast, nor its verdant forests. It was clear that he was looking for something. For even the arid deserts were not harsh enough for his liking. After coming across the tusks, Nandru was finally satisfied. We then learned what it was he sought. An island far into the acid sea. This, he said, was our calling, and that it was now our duty to protect it. And so we have, while willing, our descendants will still patrol these wastes long after these old bones have turned to dust. Another wall thing. I really do hope we get one more chance to go topside after this, but yep.
Don't think, just jump.
Fair enough. If Kai asked you to jump off the ledge, would you? Yeah. And?
Daylight. Essence we have not felt in centuries.
If Kirby can do it, so can I!
You. I know you. Can speak.
No. Here. Now. It cannot be.
My sister. Soul of my soul. How did you find me here?
What traps you here, spirit? Why did you not return to the wheel?
A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the wheel to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me. I did not wish to be found.
I didn't. I stumbled onto you.
I have been here for so long. No one came looking. Nandru, you are blessed, my fellow Parkrunan said. But I did not come here to meet Sabadal. I am hiding from them. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run.
You were a god like of Sabadal too, aren't you?
That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them. To us. little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them.
You want me to do what?
You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you, or I, who loved Sapadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle, rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sapadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sapadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sapadal burned the world, and the people who revered them suffered for it.
And if you knew this, why did you build solace on the ruins of the godless?
So that I would be confronted every day with what our god had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free.
Was that fire the catastrophe that annihilated the godless?
No. Their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to them. Back to her.
Wodika.
The rightful queen. She is the center. The center of everything.
Can't kill a god.
Anything that lives can be made dead. Even a soul comprised of 1,000,000 souls can be compelled to rot. The true gods have waited centuries to help us. You, my sister, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree.
No. I will free them.
You are bound as they are bound, godlike. Your soul is strong, but it is not your own. Why free them when they will never free you? You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sapadal releases you to the same long peace.
Wait, if you can't reach the wheel, what will happen to you?
I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of.
Thank you, Nandru.
Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, sister. And when you see Wodika, tell her I said hello.
You okay? You went away again, but this time seemed different.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there for a bit, but not like before.
Yuki! I wonder if there's another memory I'm missing in Galawain's Tusk. So I'll be real, it's a little stormy. By a little, I mean a lot.
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do with him after we stop him is fine with me.
Well, we're gonna keep going. As long as we can.
Sluice gates ahead. Let's find Kostya, fast.
Lava's
Gotcha.
rising.
It'll be fine,
We have to stop this now.
right? Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fine.
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this winch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it.
Shut up. What are you doing?
I'm doing the only thing that matters. I'm saving my people, Envoy. With your help, or without it.
The Steel Garrote is certainly not coming to help. They were taken by the Dream Scourge.
And so you brought it back here? Among the wardens?
No, the Dream Scourge doesn't work like that.
It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the tusks until your people arrived. Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason to destroy this place and go. This is how it should be. So long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Doomed by an oath to a dead man.
No one should be bound to a pile of stones. Certainly not because of a centuries-old oath.
Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath.
Andrew lied about the oath. The garden is a secret prison for a god. You're just the jailers.
Then my conviction only grows stronger, Envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb and abandoned us to it. Do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you.
Mihala asked me to stop you. What would you have me do, Marius?
Well, he has a point. But it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people, are speaking in favor of the suffocating grasp of tradition.
Dude!
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want, but don't force everyone else to.
Mihala asked me to stop you.
Proof she's got a spine. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you going to be a good little minion and do as she asked? Or will you let me save my people from themselves?
I can't let you do
A
this.
life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Watch yourself. job, everyone.
Welcome to the gun show. Okay. Do we get new drifters? Question mark? This extravagant tunic was made specially for Kostya at his request. The fabric is reinforced with incredibly durable steel threads to assuage some of his paranoia, and the metal plating hanging from it has been oiled and treated to ensure that it makes absolutely no noise. The result is surprisingly effective protection that does not appear to be so at first glance. Ooh. I don't know, chat. Three dexterity, dodge distance. Yeah. Ooh, but the resolve is gonna kind of hurt. That's okay though. Let's go to a ring. It's only 2 resolve. Okay, actually though, I need the resolve. Yeah. No, I think we might have our final fit of the game. Looks good. All right, what do we do? Oh, I messed up. I think I messed up. Is there any way? Can I save him? Oh, no, we're still okay. I think we're good. Maybe. I don't know. I'm certain.
It's done. Solace is safe. Thank the gods.
Well, that's that.
Maybe in another playthrough you can? Maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I just blow it up anyway. Solace Keep was an ambitious undertaking, but under Nandru's guidance, leadership, and determination, it was finished. A beacon that stands proud as a symbol of the Pargrunan living within its walls. With this done, Nandru presented to us an even greater challenge, the floating foundry, a massive facility built atop a river of lava. Many wardens lost their lives securing the construction site, and many more died during the foundry's construction. Their sacrifices, while tragic, were not in vain. The floating foundry was erected, bringing with it arms and armor of unparalleled quality. Unfortunately, the foundry did not last long. Less than 8 years after its construction, tragedy struck. An eruption caused the river to swell, and none were able to make it to the sluice gate in time. Now only ruins remain. Though it is gone, may the foundry's fall serve as a reminder to us all that unchecked ambition will lead to ruin. These are the final words of Elder Monk Karatana. May Wal guide me on the journey to my next life. The end of the document is marked with a trio of faded symbols, each reminiscent of eyes.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see those blessed walls. Objective. But let's go to camp. Camp. Let's go to camp. Camp. Pointer of no return is coming up though, so we have a couple things to finish up.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Kostya's plan was mad. Destroy a centuries-old keep and way of life, leaving the survivors stranded. With Solace standing, those who want to leave can, and those who want to stay still have the choice.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
Only more will take it.
You saw how hard it was for Amalia and her people to leave. They were only allowed to because you found an extraordinary loophole. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now.
Ooh, I still didn't want anything to do with this choice!
As we say in Fjord, tough shit, dearie.
Bjotsley's right.
Enough talking in circles. Let's save our strength for the garden. I, for one, could use a long rest. And I'm betting the envoy could, too.
Who can sleep at a time like this?
I know, I'm excited too, dearie. But we need our beauty sleep, don't we? I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the Living Lands is incompetent. Truly. Is there no vetting process? Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their leaders with more care in the future. But we should check on Marius. I'll make him some soothing perfume, but I think a few words from you would help too.
Are you mad that I refused to destroy the keep? I'm surprised you wanted to burn the keep down. Drama. Are you mad?
Why would I be mad at you consigning a people to a lifetime imprisoned by their traditions and literal stone walls? Well, that doesn't sound like me at all. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaro.
Do you think that Fior could devolve like Solace Keep did?
There's always a way for things to get worse, dearie. I wouldn't be surprised. We're losing focus on the important things. Things like the garden. Oh, come on, Envoy, let's get going. How can I help, darling?
Now that we've met them, what do you think of the Solace Council?
I'm starting to suspect that truly...
Oh, it's just the same dialogue. Surprised you wanted to.
Of course, I'm not suggesting it's always a fix for issues. But those poor Pargrunen are clearly prisoners of their traditions. I think getting rid of the keep could have helped more than they realized. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation for Vidaro. Barrett's balls. What a nightmare. We're losing... Oh, come... How... Sweet dreams, Envoy.
I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except the wardens were the prisoners. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why?
The wardens should decide for themselves whether or not to leave.
I agree. A decision like this belongs to the community, not the ambitions of one man. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of changes to come. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways.
Being the envoy of a tyrannical empire has its perks.
And its disadvantages. Someone is always watching you. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible burden. I don't envy you, but at least you keep things interesting.
I love Giada.
You too.
Envoy, you're probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it.
You did well in Solace.
Right. If you get any more sappy, I'll think you've turned into a tree. But enough of that. You have a lot to do, and I'm right behind you. Right, changing the subject. Thanks for talking.
I have never... Night, Envoy.
Let me get this straight. You spoke to the spirit of Nandru, a godlike, same as you. What did he say? Any advice? Any words of encouragement?
Told me to kill Sabadal.
Oh. I take it that wasn't what you expected. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and determined to make us all miserable. Thankfully, you're still alive. Fate is in your hands.
What if Sabadal is as awful as Nandru says?
What happened to Nandru was ages ago. Plenty of time to reconsider one's choices. No one is closer to Sabadal than you are. Nandru lost that privilege when he died, which means you alone can judge the god of the living lands. Your opinion is the one that counts.
Can't blame them for
A
acting
caged animal
irrationally.
lashes out at friend and foe alike.
I mean, they
For what
were
it's
hunted
worth,
down by
I think
the other
you're going
gods.
to be fine.
Specifically
No
Wodaka.
matter what you do about Sabadal, it can't get any worse. I wish I could say the same for the living lands. Thanks for talking.
Okay, best food you've eaten. Go.
Fury and Root Hog ribs.
Really? Fascinating. Why?
Why? Why do you need to know?
Well, I think you can learn a lot about someone from their favorite meals.
Is one of the options because it's delicious?
It can be.
What did my answer tell you?
That you dislike answering what you perceive to be meaningless questions.
Wow. It's like you're a cipher or something.
Marius, if you had more to say, say it at camp. One more time. Dude, we were just there.
Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra and the lava tubes beneath Solace. But it seemed different somehow.
Spoke to the spirit of Nandru, actually.
Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace.
He suggested that I kill Sapinal, actually.
Well, that's not what I was expecting. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunan who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Blessed day impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need? Pleasant dreams.
Is that it? Are we good? Alright, team. Camping every 15 minutes. Somebody wants to talk and they don't want to do it right to my face.
Cook is complaining about the lack of ingredients again.
Wait to me. Does he know that we were already lacking? Such I'm going to go.
We're alive! We're alive!
I still can't believe that Sakasab Jitulia Kostya would go that far.
I even considered supporting that man.
Huh. I always knew Kostya was scum, but this is too much, even for him. May he
Fresh
find
out of shower.
no rest in death.
Nice.
What happened to Diren? Is everyone all right?
I mean, you ain't dead. For better or worse, the keep remains intact. Something you must know. Your oath to Nandru was a lie. That could be good.
It doesn't matter. An oath is an oath. I swore it, and so did my people. Tell me about the keep instead.
For better or worse. He kept the truth from you. He only wanted you to watch the garden to imprison a god.
I don't care, Envoy. Keep your blasphemies to yourself. Tell me about the keep.
Really? Better or worse, it remains intact.
It is all I can ask for. Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home.
I would highly recommend it. This could have all been avoided if you weren't so stubborn.
Perhaps so. Either way, I understand now the nature of my errors.
The one that
again.
kind of chose us.
Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish
Also
so
true. Many hots.
much that things had gone differently.
So we set it free?
Marius.
I don't know.
Could I speak to you?
Right. Did she just ask that? Or am I having another nightmare?
Go, buddy. If she says anything untoward, we'll stab her. No matter what Mihala says, you know we have your back.
Good. Let's save the hugs and tears for another time.
Love you, Love you, Marius.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I'm so glad you're safe and that you're surrounded by good people.
All right. Waiting for the but?
There's no but waiting. That's all I wanted to say. Truly.
Aww.
I am genuinely happy you found friendship, Marius. You always deserved more than the world gave you. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, you've always given me more than I deserved.
That was a kind thing to say, Mihala.
It was a true thing.
That could have been good.
Adirin.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right. Time to
Anything to report?
put back 6
Well done,
bounties.
outsider. Seems you may have a thing or two you could show my wardens.
The bear's dead.
Vengeance for the fallen. Thank you. This means more to me than you know. Excellent work. You
Those
did
two
it?
are dead. The ogres.
Can't believe someone took them on. Let me look at those amulets. How strange. Matching half moons.
Her hair pretty. I agree. Killed the Revenant.
May they have better fortune on their next turn around the wheel. Somewhere far away from here would be a start.
The Beetle Matriarch.
Well done. I will always have bugs to deal with, but at least they won't be hatching in such large numbers anymore.
The Spore King has been dethroned.
Funny. Hopefully that name can fade away into obscurity.
That's all bounties,
I'm
baby.
saying this, but that's everything. Gods above, Envoy. I don't know what to say.
I've destroyed this place's ecosystem. Just kidding, I haven't. It's just bounty. Nothing needs to be said, and I'm glad I could help.
Stories of your prowess and generosity will echo throughout the ages,
Piece of candy.
Envoy. Here, take this. Many wardens contributed coin to thank you for the burdens you've relieved from their shoulders. I will make sure your name lives on in our hearts and minds. For as long as Solace Keep stands, you will be remembered.
Woo! Back from hell, aka that treadmill at the gym. Hell yeah! Saw you loaded up Marvel Rivals. Heck yeah. Bastion of Solace. The face of this ancient golden shield is decorated with numerous precious gems and ringed with coarse boar fur. It dates back to the days of Sorina, a legendary figure from Solace's history. After a rogue Meg folk assaulted the keep and destroyed much of it, Sorina led the efforts to rebuild and fortified Solace and was gifted this shield by the keep's then Forge Master. Ever since then, tradition has dictated that the shield would be given to a warden that proved themselves worthy enough to wield it. Through acts of selfless heroism, never before has it been given to an outsider. The cows will hunt him down. Pretty good. Aside from the lack of resources, deadly geologic activity, and the crushing dread of isolation, the biggest threat to the Wardens of Solace Keep is the native wildlife of Gallowayne's Tusks. When a warden takes their oath, they vow to protect their people from any and every danger that may harm them. When some dangers are more easily combated than others, and this ring only assists in doing so. Giant beetles and territorial Zorops litter the volcanic wastes, and the wardens call home. And though it may be a thankless task, each of these creatures destroyed in the region becomes safer. Got the Venom skin pack. I need to do the dailies for the free skin token. Nice! Need to get that emote. It doesn't come out till tomorrow or Monday, I think. Okay, let's see. Ancient memories. Do I have the one in Gallowayne's Tusks? Okay. No, I do not. And that's because I just cannot read. Here, Magneto! I believe in you. If we have room for it tomorrow, Keeper, I'm gonna be playing Marvel Rivals essentially all day. You are welcome to join. I start at 3, and I'm gonna be gaming until probably 10. Among friends or on stream? It's gonna be on stream. And among friends. It's gonna be a pretty pog day. Where is it? Nope. Sounds good. I'll be there if there's room. I want to play Schedule 1 drug dealer game. Oh yeah, Ray was playing it. Wrong way, I think. I'll have to check it out. Drug dealer game. Really fun game. Yeah? Okay, here we go. Over there. I don't know how to get over there. Mix a donut with a granddaddy perp. I'm a genius. I have no idea what you and your drug lingo are about. How dare you in this wholesome, pure stream. Donuts. Weed strain? Ah. Yeah. How did I not see that? I think I go around this way. Goofy name for them. For one. Oh, a lot of them have goofy names. Piece of candy.
You're mine now.
Item asylum time before bed. Bye-bye, Miles.
Okay?
Bye, TV. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Bunny. Have a good night.
Ready, aim.
Dang, I should have done this earlier, but it's alright.
We have been here before. Do you feel the old roots twisting in the loam?
Feel a shadow of essence. Long dead life. Growth paused before its time.
The trees shake with the passing of beasts. Their prey skitters beneath the leaves. But we took it all away. Now our memory is a wound reopened.
Show me what you remember.
You are Maru, a Jabaru Sinakis. You stand on the shoulders of all who spoke for us before. You are young in your role, newly minted from your trials in Thirdborn. You tempered your body and spirit in our image. Tell us, Maru, how did you perform?
I was exceptional.
All of your life had led to this. We noticed your promise, and you rewarded us tenfold. We had chosen many new guardians, but we cherished you first. Now you stood for the garden. Your destiny awaited you. The leader sent you to the temple of Galawain's tusks. An oasis bloomed from the Adra, and our children built a city there. Tell us, Maru, how did you find life in your new home?
Found love and community.
Meaning. A sapling thriving in its native soil. Why?
I was needed.
I had no use for visions on your old homestead. Here, you were of value, honored for what made you different. In the third year of your work, the tide turned. The season changed. The city had grown root-bound, too large to sustain itself. The creeks ran dry. The people stirred with unrest. They turned to you. How did you advise them?
venture out and find new sources.
The sea yielded only salt. The forage could not replace the harvest. Until, one day, we leave. The builders found a clear spring carved into the mountainside. They dreamed of an aqueduct, a river of their own design. Its veins would split the trees, a winding wound across our back. You could speak with us. Why did you not consult us first?
Thought you would agree it was necessary.
Presumption born of ignorance. In the path of the aqueduct lived a mighty flower tree, one of the first in the jungle.
Damn it. Okay. I meditated under its shade.
A haven to commune with us. Its leaves spread wide, a challenge to the foreman's authority. He raised his axe.
Stood by and watched.
He cleaved into the spine of centuries, a trunk that would have outlived him. Why did you leave us to our fate?
We needed the aqueduct. We had no choice.
To give, to take, but why take this? You lowered your eyes. He cut. The ground thundered as it fell. The haze parts. We cry out. Our skin burns. This memory we recall. The earth erupts, a chorus of screams. Ash blots out the sun.
We dried up the water.
Nothing would grow there. A hot knife to stanch the blood. The roots stop. You remember no more. The dust claimed you with the rest. We saw your indifference, and we were powerless to spare you.
Could have saved the people. You chose not to.
We only realized after it was done.
You're a god. Your mistakes cost lives. Learn from this, otherwise they will have died in vain.
Caution. We should like that to be our way. Years passed. The Aikido returned. As they rebuilt their walls, they left us offerings, wary of their ancestors' mistake. We welcomed their bounty, but the scars never healed.
Doge!
We too had learned.
What's up?
We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Just finished my Japanese lesson? Heck yeah, Doge. Increases your attack damage by 10%. Cool. Alright, let's go and get the totem fragments for this area. And then I think we beat the game, to be honest. Still struggling with short form and informal verb conjugation. Billowing's tusks. Alright, Ash Forest Outpost. Thought we got one from. It's definitely one in the Lost Village. Let's look at what we got. I feel like I still struggle with that in just normal English. Short form and informal verb conjugation. That one. We did that one at the Mount Forja Summit. Okay, so let's go. Slumbering Fields. arrow of slaying. Inside a small ruined dome. Not here though. Damn legs. Love that. I think that might be where it is. But I'm glad that you had your Japanese lesson. It's pretty cool. Been jamming out tonight with Avowed. I'm getting closer to the end of the game. We're about to hit the point of no return, which is exciting, and I might get Taco Bell tonight, so. Berry Bog. West side of the map is just Westless Lemming Fields. Location. Okay. Is it that one? Maybe that one. Inside small window. So frustrating because I would have killed everything already. Ah! Saying it's by some beetles, and I'm like, well. This isn't it.
Let's take these things back to camp. You can fiddle with them there.
The reason why I want to do this now, chat, is because it gives lore. Okay. No. That is not where we want to go, actually. I'll just eat the food. Miles! Davey! How you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Drop the bass. Hola. Hello. 2 Constitution.
How about you?
How about me?
Why settle in Fjord? The Living Lands has godless ruins everywhere.
Aside from meeting the love of my life there, you mean?
What, you figured out he was the love of your life all in a day?
If you'd seen what he'd done the night before, he'd be the love of your life, too.
Alright. Good talk. Yes, exit there. We're playing Avowed. Very big fan of this game. Have you gotten to see it? Alright, let's drink some water. And then... Nor, first time. Ooh! This game is very, 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 very good, Davey. Okay, let's go down. Playing Avowed made me go back to New Vegas. Made by the same devs. Got very fun combat. Very great exploration. I have doubled the amount of time how long it takes to beat Says. You'll complete it. Which I'd say is a good thing. God, it's just fun. We've gotten to flirt with characters, make ourselves really cool. It's just a good old time. I've read like all of the lore.
Here it is. That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
It is. Alright, and then... I think we did the arrows of surviving. No, only way to check is gonna be going to our camp thing. This game has me wanting to play the Outer Worlds games now, to be honest. Or Outer Worlds game, and then DLC. And then the next game that, who knows when that's coming out. Does that have a release date? Let's see it. Outer Worlds. 2025 release date. That's kind of pog. I'm super excited.
Would you like some ice, darling?
Oh. I'm not drinking anything.
Well, I remember hearing an old wives' tale that when you're on the verge of panic,
oh, we heard that.
Hold some ice.
You feel that? Must be magical. Hope it doesn't give me weird dreams.
Okay, no, we do not have...
Good. Now, as I was saying...
Surviving.
Well, I remember hearing an old wives' tale that when you're on the verge of panic, you hold some ice. It gives you something to focus on, apparently. I can magically whip up some for you if ever you need it.
Right. No thanks. I'm fine.
No need to bite my head off, darling. I'm only trying to help.
Gods, listen. I'm having a rough day and my porridge isn't sitting very well. Maybe I'll ask you for some ice later.
Well, however I can be helpful.
I mean, can I just like teleport to the area I want to go? Yeah. But yeah, I really now I want to play Outer Worlds. I've loved the gunplay. You can also be a mage and you have like wand combat. I'll show what it looks like for a second. It's so neat, and then you can have a grimoire. But I like wielding two pistols. Alright, what we got? Actually, straight. Oh, do we have to go up and then? I do have to go up and then over. I see. I see. Actually, depending on when Aaron gets home, I should be able to finish this game on Saturday then. I guess what I'm seeing. He's not on his He's not on his way home yet, though. So still got time. Yeah, the first-person magic combat looks so much better here than like not many other games do that. So I guess better spellcasting than Skyrim. Yeah. Don't you like looking at your hands the whole time? Where the hell am I going? The wrong way. Got it. Nope.
Nice shot.
We've got company.
This one's mine.
Jesus. I won't lie, it scared the shit out of me.
Onward, watch your left.
I don't know what I was expecting when I walked in there, but still. Behind me! Woo!
Nothing like a win with a good team.
Shoot.
Are we sure we need to be down here?
Eh.
Right.
Oh, I've been bamboozled. Okay.
Aye, aye. Stand back. Coming in hot.
Ready, aim.
One for you!
That's done. What, like it's hard? like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually.
Perfect.
Let's try it out.
Alright, that's the one in the Lost Village. Hey, there's another one? Hold up, what? Huh? What? Ooh, Diary of Animancer. We found a beautiful bit of Audra that would be perfect to study. The erratic flow of essence natural to the living lands. Unfortunately, there is an infestation of Zorops in and around the area. Of course, we mustn't let something as silly as fear stop our studies. So myself and the others have decided by splitting up, we'll be less likely to be seen by the little monsters. Day 4. I heard Nicholas' cries last night. I believe that means I am the only one remaining. Hopefully, Petru can make use of their equipment, assuming the Zorops didn't damage things too much. Either way, my studies of the Audra have been most exciting. I shall have to be more careful than my colleagues were if I wish to continue, but I'm not overly worried. Damn. Sad. Should have been more worried. Noble Ribble's chores complete. Don't even remind me, chat. I didn't do my chores today. I didn't do my dailies. I'm not gonna get the characters that I want. I don't even know if I want Cantarella. I just genuinely need somebody to tell me if she's gonna be better than Shorekeeper or not for me with Jinshi and Camellia. Because Verena still serves as a good enough, like, healer. Obviously, because she's still super solid. But... And she has some good coordinated attack, but I don't know if she's gonna be better or what.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, that irks me. Open the door.
It burns! It burns!
I don't know how to get in. Ein, you said you had gotten Cantarella, right? I find myself getting hit more often as Cantarella, trying to heal, to be honest, since she needs to be in her floaty mode and attack to heal. Nice.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out.
Oh, I see it. To be honest, that leaves me... To be honest, that happens to me with Verena too, since her tag-in leaves her airborne. Yup. I mean, I always expect I'm gonna be hit no matter what, until Zani comes out and becomes the shielder god of my dreams. Fingers crossed. Owie. Literally, Baiji is the most convenient healer for me. In nations like Adir, where dangerous wizards are common due to the presence of renowned places of learning, such as Bragan Hill Academy, it is not uncommon for those of means such as... Oh, I already read that. Never mind. Bye. It's just the armor piece of it. In older lands it was said, Pargrunin shall seek and strive, go out and wander. Now it is written in blood. Dwarf shall dwell in the listen, keep solace as your anchor. The taste of the blood is to challenge the living lands and haste to die. I have not built Baiji at all. In any way whatsoever. But she just heals with her skill, right? And I don't think I know anybody with Shorekeeper, so. Yeah, Baiji is just you either skill or ult and that heals. Then you can tag right back out. Cantarella is still fun to play as, but her healing is like Kokomi where she has to be attacking to proc it.
I'm not used to quiet.
That was the thing about Shorekeeper that was cool, was her charge being able to like pick up materials, and then also god damn it, I saw it as soon as it happened. Charge being alright, being able to pick up materials, plus also she has buffs with Rover. Were you able to try Cantarella's demo combat? If so, did you have any thoughts about it? I really liked it.
This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found.
I didn't understand.
Let's
I
try
didn't
it out.
quite understand her coordinated attack. So that's where I'm like, is she gonna be good with Jinshi? Because Jinshi needs a lot of coordinated attack in order to really like, I feel like click. And so I don't know. I need to get here for a quest. Because I know Shorekeeper's coordinated, I think, is with her ult. She just has really cool stuff, too. I don't even know. Alright. Lore. I could go piss girl, though, before the lore. Bim, 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 bim. Ad's starting soon anyway. Burp. And we're back. So I'm torn. Place. Alright. Cheers. Pantheon Purist.
We will sunder all the living lands if we do not put a stop to it.
I know. I felt the lives lost.
It is inexcusable. The forces of nature must be kept in balance. This abuse cannot go unpunished.
There's more at play than two gods here. Listen between the lines.
Our siblings are at odds.
They hesitate at their parent. They have grown soft, blind to the predators lurking in their midst.
It is a being of instinct, not malice.
Its instincts cannot be tamed.
Let Mary listen more about the other gods.
I hear the others plotting. I agree, the gods must act. But if we are divided...
Hi, Taliesin Jaffe.
No.
No? What do you mean?
We are too late. I sense a great shift in the Audra. One of our siblings has moved with terrible strength. What have they done?
Then may the hunt begin.
Not bad. A little art to brighten up the camp.
Not really that great. Cool.
You're telling me the Archmage console hut is just a floating skull?
Oh, he does find himself between bodies from time to time, but not usually.
That must be terribly inconvenient, especially for whomever has to carry him around.
I heard a rumor he loves candied nuts. How does that work for a floating skull?
Right, I refuse to even entertain the idea of a skull floating around casting spells and eating nuts.
Then it's agreed. If we come across a floating skull, we just keep walking.
Okay. We need to go to Dawnshore. Give the last cartographer map to Sansa. Possibly give Hilgard the note. Except it was in Fior. I forgot. No, well. Bim 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 bim. Bim 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 bim. Hilgard!
Never a dull moment when you're around.
I'll be going now. Okay, nope, we're still good. It's not in Fior. But yeah, I don't freaking know. And knowing my luck, I'm not sure if I'd be able to get Shorekeeper if I do wish here. Sansa!
You're back. What have you found?
About Renata.
You found him?
He was imprisoned in the Tusks. Long story.
Imprisoned? That must be why he wasn't writing. What did he do?
You really want to know? He was stealing artifacts to support himself.
Stealing? Oh, but that violates every principle of our field. Madiko, this expedition is cursed. Where did I go wrong?
I can, out of... You nearly got me killed. How could you have expected them to survive? Out of interest, did you vet them? No.
I
Yeah.
thought... Well, that's the problem. I wasn't thinking. At least their maps will live on.
Oh, God.
I suppose that's a kind of immortality.
Sure.
Thank you, Aimika. You've helped me shape the course of history. Come back to the shop sometime.
Ta-da! Is that it? Oh, wow. Alright.
Welcome.
How's the cartography going? Any breakthroughs?
These notes say that the Lake Lacuna contains a piece of the moon. That cannot be true, can it?
Well. I don't know where more metal would be. I'd have to do. I don't want to do those. Chat, I'll say it. I do not want to do those. Does Giada have a side thing? Are you curious? Huh. Not that I'm seeing. Okay. We'll go say hi to Kalichi. Call it a day. Or maybe I might have to look for the Audra. Fun! I exported all but the final stream of Avowed to my YouTube because I named it Finale or Bust, when in reality it wasn't. I'm never putting Finale in another title. Don't jinx it. That's all I can say. Wouldn't recommend it. I forgot. Nobody is in Fior anymore. That's right. They're all in Thirdborn. It jinxes it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Huh. think I might have maybe one more passive to hunt down. Or maybe I don't. What am I? The ancient memories. No, I don't think I do. Okay. Relici?
Take care of Giatta. She's like a daughter.
I'm not sure, but I haven't seen Katoa or Hayako in the Dead Swordfish lately. Where are they?
With much regret, we announce that the Leviathan Slayer Capo has passed. Entry into his home is not permitted, while the Tier Nui assist his surviving relatives.
They were off on another one of their hunts.
Damn, he did pass away. Oh, does that mean Temertes also not doing well?
I'm telling you, I've made a killing ever since these dream thrall things showed.
Places lost and people dead. Bodies and badges and beetles and shining dead.
3 bushels of grain, 5 barrels of pike, 4 barrels of salt. What are you starting here?
A general store, ideally.
We've got dream thralls at the gates, and you're thinking of setting up shop here.
Well...
Leather and wool. Ah, at least you can drink the beer.
Anyway. I think that's it! I think that's it. Yeah. I don't see that there's any other... Oh, maybe one. Maybe one. Maru. It's Galloway's. Kishma. Oh, dang. I can't get that one. Huh. Fascinating. Okay.
Oh, hey, Envoy. Be sure to check out our new bereavement. Welcome.
Ah, he doesn't have anything we need. Oh. I'm meaning we have just the final part, which I can't imagine is too long, to be honest. Dan, if you're hanging out. Do you know, how much more I have left? Want to know how long? I do want to know how long. Yeah. Penguin! YouTube. You don't know that, but that's my, 5 or 6 hours! Good to know. Okay. So we could go in for a little bit. We could go in for a little bit. Hello, Samurai. Truly a finale part 1. Exactly. Alright, let's get to it. Yatsel and Kai are our go-tos. I am so exhausted.
Closer. We have waited so long.
Get eep. Must eep. I really, I really hope we can get Taco Bell. To be honest, I got lost a bunch during it, so maybe bloated my playtime a bit. Never know. What if we mildly finish it today? You never know. Hold up, we'll safety save one more time. Some people say 4 hours according to the internet. Well, I, as you can see, have put quite a bit of time in. So we'll definitely extend it. Let's go. Watch me have done something so bad that I have to go pack 900 hours.
This is it, I guess. Feels very different from the last time I left Galawain's tusks. I will say, it's nice to look out and see Solace still standing. Thanks for that.
Bastia had no right to make that decision for everyone.
Right. It's better that an Adiran envoy do it.
Yeah!
Solace is still standing. And so are you. We're in this together.
Just so you know, Kai, it's starting to sound like you like me.
If you happen to need a reminder, do let us know. Brooding in silence can be quite the mood killer.
Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
A time of change and strife. We felt this discord in the island itself. Maybe curing the Dream Scourge will cure this island's insanity.
We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
I don't relish having our very souls peeled down to the core, one fleeting memory at a time. You aren't frightened? Yeah.
Of course we're frightened, but when has that ever stopped us? I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it.
Okay.
Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
You're saying we'll all become raving lunatics. At least we get to meet Sapadal in person.
About that, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to kill Sapadal. Is that still the plan?
Ludwig is dead again, so any agreement we struck is null and void.
Glad to hear it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in.
There has to be a right or wrong, otherwise what are we doing? And more words of wisdom. Also, my character looks so pretty! She's so pretty! Oh, Reina. So pretty. Aww.
Putting an end to Sapadal's imprisonment, one way or another. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Anyone feel like turning back? This may take a while.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Wipe a tear from the corner of your eye.
Oh, you're gonna get me going too. We're with you. All the way.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Giada.
So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began, and where it all ends. For so long I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Oh, why am I so anxious?
You're feeling lost after Emerald Stare. This place gives you hope.
You may be right. When I gave up, I stopped worrying so much. And now that we're here, it's obvious I don't know what I want anymore. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan?
Uh-huh. Of course, to power his invention.
That was nothing compared to this. We are standing in the beating heart of the living lands. Just imagine what we can do with it.
I was worried you'd given up on your ambition.
I almost turned my back on animancy. And if I'm being honest, it was a relief. But now that we're here, who am I to reject my upbringing, my potential? My parents were going to build a better world for animancers. That dream was their legacy to me. You and I have come farther than they did, to an impossible place where anything can happen. Anything.
You get to decide what to do with your life. The past has no say in the matter.
I'll try to remember that. I don't know what's going to happen, but you've had my back since the beginning. I won't forget it.
You know any stories about the garden?
I know a few spooky stories about the living lands. They may or may not have anything to do with the garden.
What a spooky story.
Okay, but if something goes bump in the night, I'm waking you up.
Let me think of a good one. There are so many, I can't decide. Which do you want to hear first? I know one about a ranger's dream, one about a haunted well, and one about a golden city.
Let's hear the ranger's dream.
One sunny day, a ranger took a nap in the woods of Emerald Stare. He awoke to a forest of dead trees, the night sky full of unfamiliar stars. After getting his bearings, he walked in the direction of Fior Mesiverno, but the settlement was gone. In its place was the most beautiful garden, hills bursting with flowers, the grass as soft as Valian silk. Enchanted by this vision, he bent to pick a rose, but its thorn cut like a knife, severing 3 fingers. Then, a voice filled his head, shouting, "Go now, before the land takes you, body and soul." He awoke in his own bed, a wilted rose clutched in his 2-fingered hand.
Good one, Giada.
It's nonsense, of course, but that's why I like it.
Can you hear another story?
Of course.
What about the haunted well?
Once upon a time, a young girl left town to fetch water from the local well. After pulling up the rope, she discovered the head of a Delimgan, one of the tree folk, staring at her from the bucket. Return me to my grove, it said, and I will grant you 3 wishes. So she carried the head into a peaceful clearing and sat it down on a tree stump. First, she wished for long life. The head granted her wish. Second, she wished to be impervious to a sword blade. Granted. And finally, she wished to know what happens after we die. No one ever saw her again. All they found was an Adra pillar in the middle of a clearing, next to an old stump.
Spooky. I like that one.
I heard it as a child. Took me years before I would fetch water again.
Here, another one.
Of course.
The city.
Many years ago, when Fior Mesiverno was barely a dot on the map, an animancer
She
got
could
lost
read
in
to
the
me all day.
wilderness.
I love her.
He came upon a pair of ancient trees, their trunks and branches intertwined. A strange light shone in the space between the trees, and beyond that light, a city of gold. So the animancer returned with an axe to chop the trees apart and fit his body through the narrow gap. But with every blow of his axe, the towers of the golden city fell. The walls crumbled, the lights flickered out. By the time he made it through, there was nothing left. Only the bones of a once mighty civilization. As for the 2 trees, they were dead, hacked to splinters, leaving him no path back the way he came.
You know, these stories have a consistent theme.
Very perceptive. What do you think it is? I have my own opinion, but I'm curious about yours.
Beware of nature, for it punishes the careless.
That is true of many places, not just the living lands. These stories might not shine any light on the garden, but they could inform the way we think about it. First, the garden is beyond all mortal understanding. If you think you're safe here, you're not. And second, when you walk into the unknown, make sure to bring a friend.
Good thing we have each other.
Indeed. I couldn't have made it this far on my own. Hey, you're a good listener. Not everyone has the patience to hold their questions to the end. Alas, that is all I can tell you about the garden. For now, at least.
Mickey.
What are you so curious about? Until next time.
All right. All right. What do we got? Cool. Not a bad upgrade at first. Yeah, I didn't find many bows, but maybe that was like in the treasure maps.
Does anyone want to share a scary story?
No.
Gods no.
Why not? We've got everything we need. The crackling campfire, the foreboding ambiance.
I actually need to get some rest tonight. I'd rather not spend the whole night screaming in my sleep.
Well, I liked Giada's story.
Thank you, Yardsley. I suppose I owe the rest of you an apology. I didn't mean to frighten anyone.
Your stories are very good. They're just Feeling a little too close to reality right now.
I'll try and think of something more pleasant then. Like a mouse and a rabbit going on pathetic little adventures.
Why'd you have to say pathetic? It's just going on a little adventure. It's not pathetic. Alright. You know what? Come here, Giada. Giada's the most excited about this, right? And it'd also kind of be nice to have somebody that's rooted in a little bit more logic rather than anything like religion related. I'll take that. And then I want to level up my resolve. Kind of feel like that's really one of the most important things at the moment for me.
Looks like a dead end. Oh, I stand corrected.
Nice of someone to mark that spot for us.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sappadal's cage.
Life is a prayer. God function defines the good prayer, and we pray it with our hearty holy genocide. Now says God function, destroy the insisted ones, puncture the cyst of their secessionist Audra, smother their children for they are without soul, slaughter their livestock for they are without soul, turn them out from their dwellings and make a census of them to pray to God function so that God will know the extirpation of the insisted ones is complete. Of them, Abaddon says nothing can be made of that which is hoarded, so punish the hoarder. Of them, Barath says, they are not upon the wheel, so they do not live nor die. They are as inert in stone. Of them, Aothus says there is no hope for them, as they are enthralled by the hopeless, so deliver hope on to them. Of them, Galawain says, hunt them down even to the last child, as the predator hunts even unto the prey nest. Of them, Hylia says, among them neither chick nor child is born with a soul, so there is no birth among them. Go make a bloody birth of them. Of them, Magrin says, make war on them. Of them, Andra says, strike away all memory as the tide strikes the shape of the sand. Of them, Rimgren howls. Of them, Skyne says, make an effigy of them, disfigure them until their effacement is complete. Of them, Wal says, all the strangeness of the alien among them shall be mine. There is no stranger thing in the world, and I shall have it for my own. Of them, Wodika says, make an oath of their utter annihilation. This is God function, which is the topmost cameral of our mind. Okay.
Aye, aye.
Piece of candy. God damn it. Kai's got something to say, though. Well.
No time to waste. We need to find your god.
The giant roots, the acid sea, the chasms across the island. That's Sappadal's doing? We make a good squad.
Life is a prayer. Of the insisted ones, we made a holy slaughter. The young we smothered with our hands. Of the oldest, we made fires. We rendered them down into fuel to clear the insisted growth. From some, we removed the hands, from others, the feet, from others, the features, all of which we gathered in heaps, which drew the insisted wildlife to feed. Into these heaps, we set poison. Of their severed heads, we made pyramids, 10 heads to the side, and the count of heads in each pyramid was 385. Of these pyramids, there were counted 7,707. We spared those who could run with vigor so that they would lead us to other dwellings of the insisted. We made it known that mercy could be purchased by tribute so that the insisted would gather together their livestock, their wine and wealth to present to us. The first 10 of these tributes we accepted and gave mercy. Then after the 11th tribute, we began to kill all those assembled. In this way, we made them gather themselves to be taken census and killed. In this way, we approach God through prayer. Wow. Okay. Oy. Oh, not that way? No.
Don't see a better way down. You first. I'll be right behind you.
Are you?
Don't look down. When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell him how much I love what they've done with this place.
I didn't realize you had such eclectic tastes. There's something beautiful, Mrs. Chaos.
I'm a man of hidden depths. What's not to love about floating islands and a spectral tree? Besides, as divine prisons go, I can imagine much worse.
It's grown around Sapadal like a cocoon. It reflects their beauty, their danger, and their fractured nature.
Let's hope they don't have any nightmares while we're here. Judging from their outbursts at Mount Forja and Nakukubel, they're skewing towards the danger in that mix.
Sapadal and I talk about compassion and forgiveness. I believe they can change for the better.
Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Usually before a lot of tears, a lot of drinks, and a lot of, I should have known better. Still, you taught me that a person can grow beyond their flaws. Why wouldn't the same be true of a god? I hope you're right, because we are all in trouble if you're wrong.
Knowing you, I'm surprised you're not in favor of giving Sapadal a second chance.
You know, if Sapadal were only a smuggler, assassin, or bandit, I'd be right there with you. But knowing they could end us all with a temper tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our limits. And I don't envy you having to deal with a loose cannon of a god. But I envy even less the mess you're going to have if, I mean, when, we escape this place.
To this, I'm disappearing to a remote cabin for a year, and no one is stopping me. I wish I saved. Dealing with the living lands won't diffuse the political tensions in the living land. Yeah. Can I come? If I say this, do you say coming with?
I hate to burst your bubble.
Okay.
I don't see how that's gonna happen. While we're tracking down your god, things are heating up between your Adiran comrades and the locals.
I was sent to deal with the dream scourge, not politics. Yeah, that. What are you talking about? That was all the Steel Garrote.
A lot of people aren't gonna make that distinction. Especially when your Ambassador Heelguard hosted Ludwine in Parades for as long as her assistance was convenient. You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this is one situation where it's the thought that counts. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote, but it's not lost on anyone that your people despise animancy. Not when Heelgard banned the practice in Paradise.
And that was indefensible.
That's mighty principled of you, but your moral stance isn't going to cool any tensions. Not if Heelgard's still bringing soldiers into Paradise by the shipload. And that's not all. You helped Ludwig destroy Nakukubel, and while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry.
But we stopped a bunch of dream thralls. The alternative would have been worse for Thirdborn.
One thing I've learned about war: strife and distance have a way of reducing nuance. All anyone else is gonna see is a threat display, on the doorstep of the Living Land's best cannoneers, no less. And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's gonna talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're gonna talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time.
It was a volcano! How do you can't possibly be blamed for a volcano?
You'd be surprised where people can find blame when they're spun up. And it looks real bad when a steel garrote force just so happened to be there when it went down. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's gonna be laid at Adir's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Heelgard's been helping matters while you've been out here.
So tensions are high and everyone out here is well armed. What about it?
If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy.
People of the Living Lands deserve freedom. I won't help anyone subjugate them.
I admire your principles, but don't underestimate what they could demand of you. Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the Deadfire for longer than I like to admit. I lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how I wound up here. But I will tell you now, I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand if that's a line you can't cross. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you. I'm with you to the end of this.
No matter what?
No matter what. Hey, it's not like you could possibly make the mess we're in worse, right?
Thanks, Kai.
Anytime. What's on your mind?
How do I prepare for what's ahead?
I barely plan further than the next meal, and you're asking me?
Maybe that's the kind of advice I need.
I don't know, Envoy. I just try to take each day and each battle as it comes. And you can see where that's gotten me. But I think it's possible to be too prepared.
Focus too much on your own plans and you blind yourself to the signs and portents around you.
Something like that, yeah. You know what all of us think by now. Ultimately, you're the one who has to decide what to do with Sapado and where your loyalties lie. My advice? Get a good night's rest, and when the moment comes, follow your instincts.
That helps. Thanks.
Don't forget that every soul in the Living Lands hangs in the balance. But look at it this way. Whatever you choose, you'll end the Dream Scourge, and you'll give the Living Lands a future. And I'd wager that's better than where we are now. Good thing you're asking. I'm not sure. Try to get some rest.
Marius!
Envoy, what do you need? Let's make the only one we... I don't... But other than that, we can... Until next time.
Do you know anyone from the Hand Occult?
I know a lot of people, and just as many secrets. Why do you ask?
I was wondering what they think of our situation.
I'm not sure. They play their cards so close to the chest, it's hard to figure out what they want. Maybe they just want to see how it all plays out.
Probably for the best. Getting the Hand involved is a good way to end up in an asylum.
Right. You're gonna have to explain that one.
You've never heard? The Hand Occult have secret asylums all over the world.
That can't be true.
When you stay too long, Your face melts off like candle wax. Not a pretty sight from what I hear.
She's not joking. The Hand Occult have a nasty habit of locking up those who know too much.
Then why did you tell us all that? God, it's like you want my face to melt off. Envoy, what do you need?
You're the one that's saying you gotta talk to me.
If I must.
Fair enough.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still.
I had to rest. This place is exhausting in a way I can't describe.
Your soul is small. The essence weighs like the sea on your chest. We feel the pressure, darkness, yet somehow strengthened resolve. We wonder.
Actually, Sapadal, I've got a question for you.
We did not foresee this.
Surprised? I indulge your curiosity, you can indulge mine.
You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been.
What would you do if you weren't imprisoned?
The sky is green. The fish breathes air. We can no
What's up, Teen
longer
Titans? Welcome back.
imagine.
Take your time.
We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands.
What about the people who live on those hills? What would you do if people wronged you?
We must remember. Yes, new blooms from pruned growth. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be.
Doesn't sound very peaceful.
We spoke of growth.
No, you definitely said something just now.
We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Ew.
I see the disciple has found her way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
Your essence is persistent, Queen. I underestimated your will.
You underestimate much. It is the downfall of those with your gift.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Why don't you explain then instead of insulting me?
Do you think you're special? With your god's thorn in your side?
Helping!
Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
I knew it.
You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
What do you mean?
Chaos has no respect for borders. It goes where it will. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with.
No. I wonder the souls of this land cry out. You ordered the Macfolk to kill them too.
Of course I did. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
You could have found a way to contain Sabadal without senseless death. Their worship challenged your authority. You were never going to let them live. You massacred them.
A regrettable consequence of a necessary war.
Wonder how they'd feel about it. You're only able to call it necessary because you won.
History followed the course of law because I ensured it.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
It's not your order. That doesn't mean it's anarchy.
I refuse to even dignify that with a response.
Well?
But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
I can't do that to Sabadal. They deserve a second chance.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you
That's a really key point. Is Sabadal is a child compared to the gods.
Before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
Never understood Wodika's appeal. Still don't.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
We can get to work from up here. What are you gonna do? Climb up the very large set of stairs. Got it, got it, got it. That's on me, that's on me, that's on me. And now I've put myself in a position where I'm on a very large set of stairs with no way down other than jumping off. Got it, got it, got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've made really good choices. We should get down. We should get down. Me and Wall meet me in stairs. Yeah.
Careful.
Yep. That'll do it.
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
Life is a prayer. Is the task done? In just one task time, we marched upon the land and subdued all the insisted and shattered their dwellings. We made meal of their bones and packed it into concrete so that it would not re-enter the land. We extirpated their tongue and their disbeliefs forever. From their rulers we received surrender, and unto those rulers we delivered ruin. Thus always to the godless. Now, God function has not prayed back to us in 10 multiples of the task time. We cannot receive God function's feedback. We cannot know if we are approaching God. And if we are not approaching God, then we are withdrawing from God. It is wrong to withdraw from God. We must pray to God function to provide payback. But 10 multiples of the task time in prayer have gone unanswered. Without God function, the higher cameral of our minds is missing. I need a key. I need a key. You can't tell me that doesn't look like a button, alright? That one too. That just be Sappadal's eyes. That's true. She's like, ow. They're like, ow. Well, I hope this sarcophagus key is somewhere nearby.
I liked them better when they were dead.
Protect the envoy.
Woo! Owie! Okay, holy moly. Dead. Dead. I'm looking up guides for Slay the Spire because getting to Ascension 19 on defect was just luck, I guess. Oh no. But honestly, no judgment. When achievement hunting, like, I just, nah. Some achievements are meant to make you suffer for as long of a period as they can. Okay.
liked them better when they were dead.
But in better news of achievement hunting, I fixed my odd number gamer score in No Man's Sky. Now I can never play it again. Oh, heck yeah!
What is that?
Marius?
I know that place, right?
Yeah, that's literally where his family. Marius?
Oh no. No, no, no.
Yeah.
Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
Take your time, Marius. It's probably important.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
Take your time, my friend. We'll be right here with you.
Right. Okay, I can do this. Let's get into it.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
I wish we could have helped you, Ianku. Marius got his closure. Are you looking for closure too?
I have as much closure as I'm going to get. I am part of this land's god now. A dream of the land.
Lovers with the bug eating Frito scoops
You
with
always
nothing
such
to
a blessed
scoop.
a poet.
Yeah.
Or is that a death thing?
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
Ianku was not your responsibility, Marius. Finding a reason to live was his burden to carry.
It was a burden I wasn't ready to carry. I went out on patrol nearly every rotation, looking for Razvan or death, or ideally, both. Don't be like me, Marius. You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
What is there to do? You're old friends, brothers. This relationship can survive worse than this.
What? Worse than Ianku's tragic death?
I can't say I loved that part most.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it.
You've grown a lot, Marius. I'm proud of you. Ooh, it's good to see you two together. I can tell you love each other very much.
More like tolerate, in my case, but... right.
See what I put up with, Envoy? Still wonder why I left Solace?
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Rest well, Ianku.
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Sorry, Envoy. Let's talk about it back at camp, right?
All right.
Hi, weapons ready.
One for you!
I'll fix this.
Poison.
Stay on your toes. Unseen, unheard.
Is it two of them?
Let's see what you got.
Quick as a fox.
Yep, there it goes.
I can't. That's more like good one. Give me a target.
Watch your...
Take it off.
Oh man. Maybe I should have bought more potions. Woo!
I got it.
Speed up. Heal yourself, quick.
And that's it. A potion pouch. And that's it. And then I think it's it. My eyes are fine. But I am EP, chat. I am EP so sleepy. So we are gonna wrap up the recording here. And then I am going to, yeah, catch you Saturday for the 3-hour stream where we talk about what's next, like Bloodborne and stuff. So dailies now? Probably. I'm gonna turn off the light and gamer up. It's time, chat, it's time to go dark. It's but YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Oh man, that's it. Finale part 1. I'm excited. That was pretty good. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.